Hey everyone, it's Lauren Robertson here, coming to you from the Lachine Canal in Montreal. I hope you can hear me okay. As you can see, there's not many people around since we are in lockdown. I'm being very naughty because I'm on my second walk of the day. Don't tell anyone. Anyway, I wanted to make this video to talk to you today about the term paranormal. Now, I've spent my career as a medium feeling very much on the fringes of conversations that I would really like to be a part of because my experience of the world is not considered mainstream. It's not even necessarily considered valid. I love the work of like Sam Harris and Jordan Peterson and like these authors who are real thinkers about the mind. And I believe that I'm also a real thinker about the mind. And the term paranormal, I think, is false. It is a misnomer. The reason I think that is because, I've done 30,000 readings throughout my career as a medium. And what that tells me is these experiences, that range from dreaming the same dream as somebody else in your life on the same night, seeing your grandmother who's passed away standing at the end of your bed, having weird synchronicities happen that make you feel like there's, some kind of benevolent force out there. These things are commonplace. They're para nothing. They're normal. They're just actually normal. But the status quo, you see, is built on a materialist philosophy that is easy for science to capture. It's built on the philosophy that we have a material body, and when we're done with that material body, everything else, as in your personality, your emotions, your thoughts and feelings, what made you who you are, all of that just disappears, it just dies with you. And so protecting that status quo so that we can have a scientific method that actually makes any kind of sense is paramount to a lot of people. But of course, the world doesn't make complete and utter sense if the non-physical part of ourselves is excluded or denied or left out. We can't find a theory of everything that describes how the universe works. And I think that a big part of that is because we're ignoring a fundamental piece, which is the pervasiveness of consciousness. And I think that the explanation for these paranormal events, especially psychic stuff, intuitive stuff, mediumship, which has always been my experience, I think that the explanation for how these things are possible is very, very simple, and here it is. We have radically, woefully underappreciated and undervalued and under-examined just how deep our connection to each other goes. That's it. That's the full explanation. We just have too shallow an understanding of how we're all connected. We think we're connected by our mother gave birth to us, or we shook this person's hand, or this person is my work colleague, or, all of these very surface level things. And what I'm suggesting is that empathy goes much deeper than we think it does. Our relationship to each other through time goes much deeper than we think it does. And we just don't yet have a description for those things or a full theory for those things because we're not looking for it. We're not really looking for it because that would create a lot of freaking problems for a lot of people if that were true. So I think this is why, even though I'm sure NASA scientists have seen their gran at the end of their bed and, the head of Harvard has probably had a weird synchronicity that he just dismissed as coincidence. And politicians have had dreams that have come true. Like, even though all of these things I'm sure have happened, they're just not viable for the status quo. And so that's why I believe, even though literally so many freaking people are having these intuitive experiences, these connected experiences that transcend current explanation, why they're still considered para. So I don't know about you, but like I said, that's led me to sometimes feel like on the outside of a conversation that I would love to be a bigger part of. So do you agree? What do you think? Do you think that calling things paranormal is keeping us a bit stuck in the current paradigm when actually they're just normal. And the more people admitted they were having these experiences, then we could actually look at it like it's a pervasive part of the human experience. Or do you disagree? Do you think I'm BS crazy right now? Please let me know. Anyway, this has been Lauren Robertson. As I say, hopefully this wasn't too windy. Saying goodbye from the Lachine Canal in Montreal. I hope your lockdown, wherever you are, is going well and you're out for your one walk. And if you're watching this in the future, you won't know what I'm talking about, but just look up 2020 coronavirus on Google and you'll find out all about it. Anyway, thanks so much for tuning in. If you enjoyed this video, please share it. Please do subscribe to my page or my channel wherever you're watching this. And if you're a medium or intuitive practitioner, you'd like to have further conversations about making the paranormal normal so you don't feel like such a freaking outsider with the world's conversations, then please join one of my courses. We would love to have you, and we have conversations like this in them all the time. Lots of love, and I'll talk to you next time. Mwah! Bye.